It's Kristie Lu Stout monitoring all of this for us. So, this is the red carpet treatment for Lukashenko. Why?
Yeah, because Lukashenko and Belarus, a key Putin ally as well. Don't forget, a year ago, Belarus allowed Russia to use its territory as a launching pad to launch the invasion of Ukraine. And so we have this state visit underway. Lukashenko is expected to meet with the Chinese leader Xi Jinping, and they will discuss a host of issues, according to state media from Belarus, such as trade, economic issues, investment, humanitarian cooperation, as well as the interestingly worded acute international challenges, perhaps code for Ukraine there. And the meeting will wrap up tomorrow, March the 2nd. And this state visit comes at a time of deepening tension, of course, between China and the United States. The U.S. is saying that China is considering sending lethal aid to Russia. China continues to push back on that notion while counter-accusing Washington, D.C. of pouring weapons into Ukraine. And then we have this from the state-run tabloid in China, the Global Times, which, according to the Global Times, when Lukashenko meets with his Chinese officials and counterparts, he will be discussing the situation in Ukraine. And the Global Times also cited an analyst saying this, quote, China always opposes tying the Ukraine crisis to all bilateral relations. It is ridiculous to stipulate that China should not develop bilateral relations with Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus because of the Ukraine crisis, unquote. Look, China claims to be a neutral party to the ongoing war and conflict in Ukraine, but China has this no-limits partnership with Russia, and China has also refused to condemn the Russian invasion of Ukraine. On Friday, yes, China did release that so-called peace plan, that peace position paper with 12 points on it, in which it called for the end of hostilities, the end of unilateral sanctions, and the resumption of talks, with China playing a constructive role. But Western officials criticized that plan, pointing out that China is already on the side of Russia. And with this state visit underway, the rolling out of the red carpet for Alexander Lukashenko, that will only likely serve to reinforce that notion. Back to you.
Yeah, there's been a long relationship, though, between China and the last dictator of Europe, as he's known, Lukashenko. But when was the last time that he actually met, one-on-one with Xi Jinping? And what's the status of their relationship?
Yeah, they didn't, not that long ago, John. They met in September of 2022, and that was during a time when they upgraded their relationship to a status known as, quote, all-weather comprehensive strategic partnership, unquote. Look, Belarus has invested a lot of time and effort to deepen its relationship with China, so much so that it was one of the early partners of China's Belt and Road Initiative when it launched just over a decade ago. It's been reported that trade between Belarus and China has increased some 33% over the last year to surpass, what, $5 billion. And a lot of analysts are looking out for, during this state visit, whether Lukashenko will endorse this peace plan, this peace position paper that China released on Friday, because that would give it the international credibility that China would perceive it as such, and that China so craves right now. Back to you, John.
Kristie Lu Stout for us on duty on Hong Kong, live for us this hour. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.